Hello, beautiful manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video. And this video, we're going to talk about revision. I haven't talked about revision in a long time. I was kind of thinking, like, I don't really use revision anymore, but that's not really true. But I do want to just cover it. The person that asked this question asked some really good questions, like how does revision affect our manifestation? Why, like, what is the benefits of that? And what's benefiting you from focusing on the past versus the present or the future? So we're gonna talk about that. But before we do, I am Olivia Grace. This is the Master Manifestors channel. Here I talk about law of assumption, manifestation, all that good stuff. So if you're interested, then you should be a part of the channel. Like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hey, Mama Kay. Hey, Hello Kitty. I do have coaching available, you guys. I put my email at the top of the like my description because it's kind of hard. It was kind of hard to find. So yeah. Email me if you're interested in the money group coaching for next month. I'm super excited. We're starting in like a couple of weeks, so you have a couple of weeks to get signed up. But other than that, let's get started with the video. Okay. Hi, Natasha. Hi, Paula. Hi, the Femken. Hi, Nuck Dave. Hi, Summer. Okay. So let's talk about revision really quick. Just what is revision, right? So the easy, simple way I like to explain revision is reimagining the past. Just the same way that you imagine into the future to create an outcome, you're reimagining a situation the way that you would have wanted it to be, if that makes sense, okay? So why is this important? What is the point, right? Hi, Veronica. Hello, Kitty. I can't, bruh. Not brighter than your future. Hi, Lyric. Hi, Laura. Okay. Hi, Refugia. Hey, Mary. Okay. I don't think she meant it offensively, you guys. I think she's saying that my skin is glowing. Okay. Let's get started though. Let's talk about this. All right. So let's answer the first question. How does revision affect your manifestation? What is the point of revising? What is the point of looking into the past at all? The best answer for this, you guys, is when you have things happen in your past, first of all, your self-concept for most people is based off of your past. It's based off of what has happened. And those things that have happened have made you believe a certain thing about yourself. Those things that have happened in your past have solidified your identity. It has made you identify as a certain way, okay? Now, when you guys think about like whatever resistance you have or whatever makes you kind of doubt your manifestation, if I was to ask you like what makes you doubt that, right? Usually it's the 3D or it's the past. Well, in the past, it's never gone like this. I haven't gotten it before. It doesn't work. I've tried this. It doesn't work for me, whatever, right? The past is the reason why people, even though they know the law of assumption and know that their reality is being created by them, they are still choosing to identify and believe that that's who they are still, right? So for instance, let's take something like money. It's like, well, I've never been able to manifest money. I've never had money. I've always been broke. So in the present, based off of that past, I'm concluding that I can't manifest money because of what I've seen in my past, okay? So your past, in my opinion, you guys, can act like a kind of like an anchor or a hook, hooking you into a state, hooking you into an idea or a belief or assumption. Okay. Now, once again, like I said, you keep making the same decision based off of the past. So when you do revision, you are reimagining, redeciding. It doesn't even have to always be imagining, right? You're reimagining, reaffirming, right? That you're reaffirming your identity. You're reaffirming that you've always been amazing at manifesting money, right? You're reaffirming or reimagining that you've always been this type of person, right? Now, there's actually another way that you can use revision, which is how I usually like to use it now, which is for like instant manifestation, but I'm going to get into that in a second, okay? But for now, you guys, whatever you think you are, right? Like whoever you think you are, whatever you think is hard for you, whatever you think, and it honestly, it doesn't even have to be that. That for me, like revising your identity, revising your self-concept, in my opinion, is one of the best ways to actually use revision, okay? Because like I said, I keep saying this, but I want y'all to get it because people, I get it. Like you feel like, no, you know, my circumstance is the way it is because it is what it is. I'm the way that I am because that's how I am. There's no way for me to be different. There's something wrong with me, right? And it's not that. It's just that you have been identifying the same way for 20, 30, 40, 50 plus years, okay? And so reality has been confirming that to you, right? Which is another thing. When you start to think and want to have hope or intention or whatever you want to call it for the future, right? And you are thinking, but damn, the last 20 times I tried to do this, it didn't go my way. In fact, I have all this evidence from my past that I am unlikable, that I am broke as fuck, that I can't be successful, that I am always going to be alone. I have all this evidence that this is true from these circumstances, right? So you could go back and reimagine, revise those circumstances, all right? Now, before I even get into the instant manifestation, how does revision work? What is happening? Oh, look how I fucked that up, y'all. What is happening what is revision doing to make you manifest in the present, right? So the way that I like to see it is kind of like parallel realities, okay? Y'all listen, parallel realities is the easiest way to understand all of this complex shit, okay? That's just, once again, my opinion. But parallel realities, the way that I see it, is that when you revise, okay, for instance, when you make a decision, in my opinion, reality splits, okay? Well, it's already split, but it's going to appear that it splits. So you might be making a decision. I'm going to go to Publix or Kroger. Okay, I've decided I'm going to go to Publix, so I'm not going to Kroger. You may think that the Kroger identity or the Kroger reality or timeline doesn't exist anymore. It still exists. You're just conscious of being on the one with Publix, right? And so when you get to Publix, let's say you get a little fender bender or whatever, right? You get into a fender bender and you're like, God damn, I should have went to Kroger, right? You will revise and reimagine yourself going to Kroger. Now, what would happen from that, right? There's many different things that can happen from that, right? So one thing is that maybe all of a sudden, I don't know, you get in the fender bender, they don't want you to pay any money. They're like, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's fine. Maybe, you find someone to fix your car very quickly and easily, something like that. It can go as far as you literally waking up and seeing that the dent in your car that was made from your fender bender is no longer there. Okay, that's also a possibility. Now, in my opinion, not on the way to Publix right now, in my opinion, depending on what you believe, you guys, depending on how moldable you think reality is going to depend on how your revision works for you, okay? If you're someone who's still kind of wrapping your head around, all this trippy stuff, it's going to unfold in a way that seems natural to you, okay? So like I said, you may revise, like, no, I didn't get in a fender bender, whatever. Then the next day you run into a mechanic or some shit and he's like, oh, let me just fix that for you for free, right? Let me get that dent right out for you. And it's as if it never happened, right? Now, for those that are more open to the moldability of life can see they might be the ones that go out and leave their apartment and go downstairs and see, oh, wow, the dent is gone, right? It's vanished before my eyes, okay? Both happens, you guys. And it doesn't really matter what happens. All you really care about is what is going to rectify the problem, okay? So that's really the point. Like, those two things are like the best reasons and way to use revision. But the other way, and this is the way that I've been using revision myself lately, because I don't really know why. You know what it is for me, you guys, is that when I was using revision a lot was when I kind of felt kind of trapped, like in situations, like, so I would use revision a lot to revise like my identity, like I said, or revise whatever. But for me now, I do feel more empowered in the future or in the present, right? I feel more empowered just to say it's going to go like this now. I don't feel the need to dig up what happened or what went wrong to make something go right, okay? But, however, the way that I use revision now in the moment is like mental rejection, okay? So, like, let's say like something happens in my life and it's something that I don't want. Or like, okay, a good example. I used this on another live where I think this is where the question came from. Was I got like a payment notification, okay, on my phone. And the payment notification was for like a little bit of money. And I, of course, would have preferred that it was for a big amount of money. So I decided in that moment, no, it was for a big amount of money, okay? Now, hear how there was no reason for me to say that, right? There wasn't anything that's like, oh, maybe a big amount of money. No, I just decided. Like, this is what I mean when I talk about being childlike, you guys, and being imaginative. It's like, who cares what's going on, you guys? Who cares? What do you say? All right. So in that moment, I was like, no, it was. And then like within an hour, another like 10 times, no, wait, 100 times that amount came into my bank account. Okay. So that's the way that I use revision to manifest in the moment, right? I'm like, whatever's happening, if something happens that I don't like, then I just revise. No, it didn't. It went like this. And that is most of the time how I revise. I haven't really went into like a sat scene or like deep into my mind for revision in a long time. I usually just do it with, just affirming. No, it went like that. One of my nose. But, yeah. It literally I just do it in the moment, just like that. Nope, it's like this. And this to me, you guys, is mental rejection, right? Just because something looks like something in front of you, if it's not what you want, then stop accepting that. Don't accept it. No, it's not like that. It's like this, right? And nothing is final. Nothing's final until I decide, right? Summer. Actually, what had happened was, I can't. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Keep basically continuously deciding, you guys. Continuously deciding. Stop letting anything in front of you make any decision about anything, y'all. And it really is that simple. You don't even have to get into SATs or anything to revise. Now, here's the thing. You can, right? So let me tell you guys this, because this was going to help you with some of you all who are like struggling with something. And I'm going to talk about like with my business. So with my business, you guys, I was so used to failing, right? Like I was so used to failing. I was so used to just things not going the way that I wanted them to go. Okay. And that had formed my identity, right? When I tell you guys failure consciousness, and I tell y'all, I coined that after myself. Like, don't feel offended when I'm saying it. It comes from that identity of no matter what I do, it's not going to go right. You're already accepting failure before you even start. That's where my mental was, because I had years of experience showing me that that's what it was, that I failed. I had so many times, you guys, like I had times where I would do free sessions, you guys, and people still wouldn't show up. They still wouldn't show up to the free session, okay? And honestly, you guys, people don't value things that are free, you know? They're like, whatever. But yeah, you know, that's how bad. That's how bad my self-concept was as a coach, okay? So I had all of that anxiety and fear and identity and story wrapped up around my business. And I was moving in the presence, thinking, assuming, believing in the present from those previous assumptions, from those previous, outcomes and circumstances. And so I started to revise. No, I've always been successful. When I would have a day with no sales, right? If I ever have a day with no sales, I decided, yes, it did. Yes, I did, right? I stopped going to bed with the feeling of failure. I stopped going to bed with the feeling of, "Ugh, look, another day of failure." Like, y'all don't realize how much that is impacting you. Just you believing. You could be doing everything right, you guys, but just believing in your self-concept being, I'm a failure. Things don't work out for me. This never works for me. It can't work for me, can really like combat what you're trying to do. Okay. And that for me was a big thing. So I started revising. Every night I would reimagine my day as if I did, right? As if I did get sales, as if I did. I would tell myself, no, I've always been like this. And you can even just use this in your affirmations, you guys, right? Instead of saying, I am like this, I am like this, I've always been like this. I've always been like this. And it lessens that grip. Like, that's the thing that I noticed, y'all. Honestly, after revising for like a day or two on something, I can tell a difference in how easily my mind accepts what the thing is that I'm trying to impress upon it. Okay. So those are the ways that I suggest for you guys to use revision. Like I said, I honestly don't use revision much anymore. Not because I think that there's anything wrong. Like, I love revision. Like, I used to tell myself, I was like, I'm the revision queen. Okay. But, I don't know. To be honest, it might be because I just don't have that many problems. I don't have a lot of stuff to revise, But if I do, like, if somebody tells me something that I don't want to hear or something unfortunate for them, then I do revise it. Like, no, they didn't even say that. Like, for me, I think what I'm trying to say is that for me, revision has become so automatic that it doesn't feel like a process anymore. I think that's what it is. Because I just take it as like mental rejection. Like, if you tell me something that I don't like, I'm like, no, it wasn't. Just like when I told you guys I was with my friend and she was like, I'm not talking to this guy anymore. And I was like sad about it. And I was like, fuck that. No, she's going to have her man. She has her man. And then the next moment she told me, she's like, oh yeah, I'm dating somebody else. You see what I'm saying, you guys? Like, yeah, just revise and just practice, y'all. Like, anything, even if you're in freaking, I don't know, you're at work and they're, take somebody like your boss. Maybe your boss has always been an asshole, right? No, he's always been kind. He's always been kind. He's always looked out for me. He's always been wanting to give me a raise, right? I've always been his favorite. And you will be shocked to see how reality transforms to confirm what you're saying, okay? But yes, the best way to use revision, in my opinion, is on your identity. If you have something that you're manifesting that seems very difficult to you, revising your self-concept, revising even the past circumstances that have led you to believe and assume the way that you believe and assume now. Okay, revising those circumstances. If you've always been rejected, if you've never been asked out, see yourself. If you grew up kind of like a loser in high school, see yourself being the popular girl. See yourself feeling good. See yourself being accepted. Feel yourself being loved, right? Like, give it to yourself in imagination. And just watch what happens. Because with revision, y'all, I mean, a lot of people have trouble believing that something positive can happen in the past or in the future. So I know when it comes to revision, it's like, girl, but you just got to do it yourself, y'all. Okay. Do I think that it's better than focusing presently? like I said, for me, no. But I think that when you're having a lot of, like I said, a lot of resistance to something, then it could be to just address that hook in you. That's like, oh, it's always been like this. This story is unescapable, right? Okay. Okay. Ooh, good question to come on here. I need some guidance on revising my son's seizure disorder. I persisted, but he had a bad one yesterday, and I'm kind of scared. Medication doesn't seem to be helping either. Okay. Ascending Infinite Goddess, first of all, I'm so sorry that that is going on, because that, I know that has to be very difficult for you as a mom. But here's the thing. You can revise it. He's never had that. Okay? This is how you keep persisting, because the thing is, something like a seizure disorder, right, is probably very alive in you. That story, right? You've lived that for however long that your son has had that. Okay? So it's going to take some persistence to get rid of that story. Okay? But realize it is in your hands. You are able to affect that. Don't take that on as pressure, just take that on as motivation. In the midst of it, just be there for him, take care of him the best way that you can, but continue. No. He's always been 100% healthy, right? He is God express. He is divine. He is divinity, okay? He's divinity expressed, just like we are. His truth, right? His real identity is perfection, just like us. And so when you look at him ascending Infinite Goddess, see that, know that, right? Beyond what you're seeing, beyond the illness, right? You're knowing his health. You're deciding his health. You're choosing the version of him, and keep choosing it. Okay? Keep choosing it. He's never had seizures. He's been amazing. He's always been super healthy. He's always been healthy, active, all of that. Re-see events in your past ascending Infinite, right? Like there's certain things probably that he can't do or wasn't able to do because he had seizures. See him doing those things. If maybe it's sports, maybe it's whatever. Just see him doing those things. See, you can see him even doing those things in the summer. What about this one? This one's dry, right? But see him doing those things. Okay? All right. And all of us now, 3 minutes. Gosh darn, Summer, for real? Because my eyelashes be getting stiff. Okay. I'm going to just do my blush then. But everyone here collectively, we are all giving attention to Ascending Infinite Goddess coming on here and saying, oh my God, my son has not had a seizure in months. And I'm so happy and grateful. We're so, Ascending, thank you. You did not need to send me anything. We are here supporting you. Oh, and I'm doing my health seminar, Ascending. So you need to be going. And like just have your son be there, because I'm gonna have like an energy healer there as well. But yes, he's so healthy. He's never had a seizure, ever. He's always, he doesn't even really know about that. He's like, praying for those people, but I don't really know what that's like. He's so active. He's so active and happy and healthy. Okay? That's the truth of him. He's God expressed. This is what Jesus is knowing, right? When he's healing people. Jesus knew not only his God self, but everyone else's. That's what he was doing when he's looking at these people that are dead or sick, right? That they're healthy. They're maintaining their health, right? He's maintaining his knowledge that he is God, right? He's maintaining his knowledge that he is God. And whoever this girl is, I can't say her name, but that's unrealistic. Guess what? You must be on the wrong channel, boo. Because we don't talk about shit that's realistic. Realistic is lacking. Realistic is sad. Realistic is just bullshit. And we don't talk about what's realistic. We go beyond that. That's how you be a visionary, you guys. Okay? That's something that pessimists say. And you know what? It's something that people say that don't know anything better. I mean, honestly, you guys, just like I always say, us having this conversation 20 years ago was unrealistic, you guys. Whatever is unrealistic doesn't mean that it's not available. You see what I'm saying? But you know what, y'all? You know something I decided? I'm done arguing people in the comments. I'm done trying to convince people, you know, to that you're powerful. Hey, you're empowered. And they're like, "No, I'm going to argue for my limitations. I'm limited, actually. And what you're saying doesn't really apply to me because my circumstance is different." I mean, okay. Like, okay, if that's serving you. If that's serving you to believe that you're a victim to your circumstance, then go ahead. And I get it, you guys, because people get emotional, you know, and people feel some type of way about their circumstance, but that don't got nothing to do with me. I'm here trying to get you the game, okay? So that's that. Anyhow. Okay, I'm trying to find another question, you guys. Hi, Olivia. Is watching content after deciding I am just in the end state anyway, is that wavering? I don't think so. I mean, you guys, I watch my videos all the time. I'm my favorite YouTuber. For real. Like, I watch my videos all the time, not because I'm like, ooh, like, oh, I'm lacking something, but because they're just encouraging. They remind you who you are. Like, y'all, I be yelling at myself. Like, I be listening like, damn, I'm right. She's right. So no, you know, it's the state that you're coming from. But what I will say, you guys, is, and this is just my opinion, try not to hop from coach to coach to coach to coach to coach. The reason I say that is because a lot of coaches teach opposite ways. And it's not that any of them are wrong or right? But it can be confusing when you're hearing someone tell you, hey, this is the way that it is, and there's no other way but this way. And then someone else is saying, this is the way that is, and there's no other way but this way. And so you're doing their technique, and then halfway through, you're doing their technique, and then you're switching back. All of that is just like, it's just confusing you, right? So, yes. Had an invoice that wasn't supposed to be paid out for 15 days, and they paid it out to me anyways because I persisted. Period. My SP has been hot and cold for 3 years. We were together and broke up quickly like 2 years ago, but we still always talk. I want commitment. Should I revise? And if so, how would I revise that? Okay, cool. Great question, Mary. So first of all, revise that he's always been devoted. And y'all, ooh, I didn't even talk about how I revised my SP. Y'all, that's probably one of the craziest revisions I've ever just seen. Because after I have a revision challenge, you guys. You guys can go to my page on like the manifestation challenge. And I had a revision challenge. It was like a 7-day revision challenge. And I did that on my SP because this was like right after we were like back together. We weren't like officially back together yet, but we were like working on getting back together. And y'all, when I tell you this man is a different man, okay? Like this still to this day, like it's wild to me sometimes when I hear him saying these things that he's saying. And I'm just like, dude, like, I just remember when it was impossible. Every time he tells me he can't wait to marry me, which is like every day now, like, I just remember that day when I did that visualization and was like hearing him tell me that. And I was like, I can't even resonate with that. I don't even see that really happening. That seems impossible. So I would say revise a few things here, Mary. If your SP's been hot and cold for years, that is indicating to me your self-concept. You probably have other evidence of that in your life. Revise that you've always been chosen. You've always been the best. Love has always been consistent in your life, okay? Then you're going to revise him. Nope, he's always been committed. He's always been serious about you. He's always been, trying to wife you, trying to cuff you. He's always been chasing after you. You're going to revise that, okay? You're going to revise. He's always been committed. He's always wanted to be with me. And then something weird that will happen, honestly, he will come up, he'll tell you, well, I thought that's what we were doing. I thought that's what we were doing. Like something crazy like that will happen. Oh, I thought we were together. I thought we'd been together all these years. What? You didn't know I was your boyfriend? I am your boyfriend, duh. What did you think we were doing? right? So he might not be saying that now, but he'll be saying that then. So I highly suggest y'all, because I actually kind of forgot about that, which that's the other thing too. I revised our breakup. I revised our breakup, and y'all, it's to the point that a lot of stuff I don't remember anymore. I literally don't remember. Like, it's wild. So yes, revision is the shit. Okay? Just use it. Just try. You see what I mean, Summer? Oh! You see how it's all stiff and it's like not moving? And it's like look at it. Okay, I need to make another video, y'all. I need to like record a video. Yes. Yes, Mama Kay. She says, wow, I'm so happy you brought this up. I've been using revising affirmations every day when I get an opposing thought than I desire. Yes. That's something that people say, you know? Like, don't let these thoughts ride by, y'all. Don't stop letting these thoughts like just go by if they're not what you're choosing, okay? If it's not aligned with your new story. Okay. Those people are living in their muggle reality. Yes, leave it for them, you guys. More magic for us. Yes, period, M2. I love to hear that. Next time you come on here, you'll be telling us how, oh my God, my XP is blowing me up. Wow. She's obsessed. Not my key to the streets. Oh my gosh. I love you guys. Yes, Jacqueline, that's so awesome. I did read your comments. Y'all, sometimes I skim through the comments. I skim through the comments, but I have to have a minute. Like, I have to have like a good hour or so to like respond to all of them. But I did see your success story, Jacqueline, and I'm about to post it. But she says, I believe have you read my comment on your 3-day robotic affirming challenge? I listened to that video last night and got the news that I'll be getting $11,000 in end of year bonus this morning. Period. Okay. I love that. Okay. Nuza. Okay, so Nuza, she was asking how did I like transform my channel? That's a good question. It had to do really with like my self-concept, I would say. My self-concept, focusing on loving myself. I was also doing Flora's challenge at the moment. Like, I was doing that for business. But you know, YouTube is kind of part of business for me. So that's what it really took off. But actually, you know what it was with my channel? I remember the day because I was posting a video and I was like, this video is only going to get like 200 views. I was like, why? Like, it's only going to get 200 views. And I caught myself and I was like, wait, I'm literally assuming that. I'm literally assuming it's only going to get 200 views. And then I was like, I'm going to assume that my videos get 1,000 when I post. They get 1,000, right? And then they got 1,000, right? And then I just kept going up from there. And I really kind of felt off of that because I was focusing, like once I went from 1 to 3, from 3 to 10, and from 10 to 50. And each of my videos hit, like you can go and watch the timeline. Like you can see where it was like 1,000. Then they were getting like 3,000. Then they hit like 10. And then that money video, my how to manifest money when you're broke, it hit 50,000. It's close to 100K now, which would be like my most successful video. But yeah, then I got so busy and I stopped focusing on it, to be honest. But I'm focusing on it again now. So someone put it to me, because to be honest, you guys, I've never been a person, even with my channel, you guys, my intention with my channel was never like, wow, I need to get millions of subscribers. My channel's purpose was always, I just want to help people. I just want to put the knowledge out there. This is why I don't care what people come in my comments telling me, oh, why do you do like this? Why do you talk like this? Why do you say like this? Can't you do this? Can't you do that? No, I can't, because I'm doing what I want. Like, I'm not asking for your opinion on how I can do my channel better. If you have an opinion on how to do my channel better, make your own channel and do it yourself, right? But one of my clients, she was like, but don't you think that millions of people should be hearing what you have to say though? Like, don't you think that you could be helping like millions of people? And when she said it like that, I was like, you're right. You know, with that, I do want to have the intention of just reaching more people. And so now I care about it. Okay. Yes. However, it's still not what I'm manifesting, so I'm rejecting and continuing with the challenge. Yes, Jacqueline. Yes, it is what you're manifesting. This is what I mean. Actually, y'all see me revise all the time on these lives, right? When somebody comes on me and says anything, when somebody comes on here and says anything, Olivia, it's going like this and it's not what I want. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Like, it's not actually going like that. It's actually going like this, okay? Oh, Brittany says I'm stepping out on faith, giving my job, my resignation, and moving to ATL. Come through. Welcome. That's so funny. Haha, it's been so hot and cold that he said he wants to get married soon. I was like, so we're just gonna skip the dating part? And he said yes. Period. Girl, you already got what you want then. He's extra committed, just like we said. You feel me? Oh my gosh. Ageless Beauty. Stop it. I'm gonna cry. She says, after living in a hotel for 2 years, I manifested our new home and moved in 1/17/25. Thank you for your techniques. Wow. That's amazing. Congratulations, Ageless Beauty. That makes me so happy. Okay, you guys. Austin. Okay, Austin, thank you. I have a question. Is the void state effective for manifesting? I don't know much about that, y'all, but I believe so. Oh gosh, you guys, I have to go. So let me read this really quick. Montrese says, I tuned in to you about a month ago. You were explaining how to manifest some money fast. My first video of yours. I was manifesting $10,000 and it came about a week later. Thank you. Now 150,000. Gorgeous. Love that. Look, I'm reading Latifah's comment and hers at the same time. That's amazing. First of all, Martrice, congratulations. I love that. And hello, Empowerment by Latifah. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm about to go, y'all, for real, because I want to make your other video and then I have a session, so I gotta go for real. But I'm sending you infinite love. I'm intending that this really helps you guys. I'm absolutely sure that it will, okay? Apply it. Practice, all right? And I will see you guys in a video